Hi guys, the English bowlers put up a real spirited performance today to notch up their first victory. The series stands at 2-1 with two matches to go and everything to play for. I'm Siddharth, you're watching Gully Cricketer. Guys, do subscribe and leave your feedback in the comment section. So the day started with Sky winning the toss and once again electing to field first. Today, I was surprised with a few of the decisions of the Indian think tank. I mean, Shivam Dube was available for selection. Remember, in the last match, two players were injured, Rinku Singh and Nitish Kumar Reddy. Nitish Kumar Reddy would be out up till almost, I think, till the IPL. And Rinku Singh has a side strain. He should be hopefully available from the next match onwards. But when you're looking for replacement, in last match, Dhruv Jurel and Washington Sundar played. That made sense because given the options that was available to the team. But now in the squad there is Shivam Dube, and for the life of me I didn't understand. Right at the start of the play, why was he not picked? Because with all due respect to Washington Sundar and Dhruv Jurel, Shivam Dube is a far more proven entity as a finisher. He's a member of the Indian World Cup winning squad, and if we all remember how brilliant he was in the final match. Those important runs he got in the end. So him being available and not being picked, it didn't make sense to me. But well, that's how the Indian team went. England came to bat first. Phil Salt again didn't last long. His misery continues. Ben Duckett played brilliantly today. He got a 51 of 28-29 balls. He was quite brilliant. He got really going today. Uh, Josh Butler was with him today, and they got a partnership going. Josh Butler had a start, but he didn't quite capitalize and made it count today. His wicket fell at the very right moment for India. It was again of Varun Chakravarti, a very very fine catch by Sanjay Samson. India reviewed it, umpire didn't give it out, and on review it was out. And then came in Harry Brook. His misery continues. He still can't read spin to save his life. He dragged one back from outside the off stump of Ravi Vishnoi. And then Varun Chakravarti was the pick of the Indian bowlers today. He took 5 for 24, I think. Yeah, 5 for 24, Varun Chakravarti today. He was really, really brilliant in T20i cricket or T20 cricket in general. A 5-wicket haul is a rarity, and Varun was simply tremendous today. India, in fact, with the ball started brilliantly. Mohammad Shami came back into international cricket after a long time, and he made a pretty decent return. His speeds were a little down initially, but as he kept playing, it sort of started coming back. It's his first match back, so it is to be expected. But Shami and Hardik Pandya both bowled brilliantly up front. They kept the pressure on. Hardik got the wicket of Phil Salt, and then they got away. England, Ben Duckett and Josh Butler formed a partnership. Ben Duckett was the aggressor, and he was playing brilliantly. Then Josh Butler's wicket fell. Then Ben Duckett's wicket fell, and from there on, it just India had got a grip of the match. Harry Brook didn't last long, and then came Varun Chakravarti, and at that point of time, he had already taken Josh Butler, and he bowled a brilliant over, where he first got rid of James Smith, who played brilliantly in the last match, and then he got rid of Jamie Overton in the very next ball. He was on a hat trick. So England was in dire straits at that point of time, and from there on, Liam Livingstone, who played brilliantly for his 43, but there was nobody to support him at the other end. Wickets kept falling. Varun Chakravarti was the recurrent chief, but also Akshay Patel. On Sky, he rotated his bowlers brilliantly. All the spinners, he initially gave them just 1-1 overs, so that the batters couldn't line any of the spinners up. It's only when Varun started bowling the way was bowling, that he got more than 1 over at a go. So did Aksar. So overall, it was a brilliant bowling effort. And if not for Adil Rashid and and Mark Wood in the end, they added 22 runs for the last wicket. Uh, England wouldn't have gotten to 171, and that 171 at halfway stage, it looked like at least 20-30 runs below par, because this was by far the best batting deck of the series. It initially, it looked like it's going to be a run fest. That something like 200 would have been par, and in my opinion, it something like 190, 200 was the par. Uh, Neither of the batting sides batted well, and both the bowling sides bowled brilliantly. They bowled with a lot of skill, lot of guile. Though the bowling approach is very different, India is very spin dependent, spin heavy, and spin is doing the job for India. Whereas on the other hand, if you look at the English side, it is the pace of Archer and Wood up front that is actually putting the Indian batters under pressure. India came to bat 171, was certainly below par, and it looked like it should be easy chase. Again, Sanju Samson fell to Archer, and the problem that Sanju Samson is having right now, or the point of worry is, he's getting out in the same way, the short ball. All throughout the series, his mode of dismissal has been the same, and the man to take his wicket has all throughout the series been Archer. Quick, short, he's getting out. Uh, Abhishek Sharma started brilliantly again today. He played a few brilliant shots, but eventually, Jamie Carr's got rid of him, and Cars can at times be a little surprising, because again, we don't make out, teams don't generally make out how fast he is, and that sometimes can be the the problem is just a little quicker than you expect him to be, or he has a lot of guile. He has played county cricket for a long time. He's 29 years old, so he's been in the county circuit. He has a lot of experience. So Jimmy Carr's got rid of Abhishek Sharma. He had already hit 2 fours in that over, and then he charged down and tried to hit him over mid off and extra cover. Miscue ball. It was a flyer, and it was a skyer rather, and Archer took a brilliant athletic catch running behind. So that was the first turning point of the Indian innings. Sky today got a start. He got a few good shots going, but he is woefully out of form, and his bad form is continuing. It seemed like today he would be breaking free from that, but again he got out in a similar way, like he has gotten out before, trying to play that swivel hoik over fine leg. It was a skyer that was taken by Phil Salt, and at that point of time, India was in real trouble. All depended on Tilak Verma. But unlike last time when Tilak Verma single-handedly took India home, he couldn't repeat that performance. Adil Rashid for England was exceptional today. He might have, at the end of the day, you look at his figures and you'd say, okay, he's just taken 1 wicket. But the thing to remember is Adil Rashid just gave away 15 runs in 4 overs, and he was exceptional. He kept the whole thing tied. It was very hard to score off him, and the way and the ball to get Tilak Verma out. It was a brilliant ball, drifted in on off stump and turned sharply, took his middle stump. It was a brilliant ball. At that point of time, India was really on the back foot. Suddenly, India was in trouble, and from there on, the Indian batting fragility was totally exposed. There was Hardik Pandya, who understandably at that point of time decided to take his time to get in and try to build a partnership, but that partnership didn't really quite happen, and herein lies my problem. Again, you're playing, Dhruv Jurel. Dhruv Jurel is playing in the side as a pure batter. He is not keeping wickets. For the life of me, I can't understand why would a Washington Sundar, would come before Dhruv Jurel. I mean, with all due respect to Washington Sundar is more of a conventional batter. Even in IPL cricket, Washington Sundar is not a proven entity, as a finisher or as a great lower order batter. Uh, so that was baffling to me. But once you can understand, but then once Washington Sundar got out, then again Akshar Patel came to bat, and that to me was really bonkers. Because if the rationale behind it is that you want left and right handed, is it a good enough, smart enough rationale at the end of the day? Because it certainly didn't work. Uh, so by the time Dhruv Jurel came to bat, the asking rate was so high, the pressure was such. From there, it was a hell lot to ask of anybody, I guess. Uh, Hardik Pandya take his time. It took his time, but never really quite got going. And all credit to English bowlers. I thought they bowled brilliantly. Bowlers on both sides bowled brilliantly in this match. Make no mistake, this was a very good wicket. This was by far the best wicket of the series. But the bowlers from both sides made it look otherwise. England bowled brilliantly, particularly Rashid, and he was ably supported by, at the start, Archer and Wood, and then again by Cars and Overton. Cars took 2, Overton took 3, but it was the pressure built by primarily Rashid in the middle and Archer and Wood at the top that give Overton and Cars those wickets. So the top 3 bowlers for England were really, really brilliant, sensational in fact. And India, again, I don't know why Shivam Dube is not in this side. I get it, India was 2-0 up, and maybe you want to take chances and this and that. But I do not understand this Indian think tank and the rationale that they put behind, because at the end of the day, it's an international match, it's an international T20i, 2-0 up. You win this match, you win the series. Then I can understand some experimentation and all those things. Shivam Dube being available and not being played made no sense to me. Especially because I felt that he would have been more of a like-to-like replacement of Rinku Singh, whom India have missed in the last two T20Is, frankly. India doesn't have a proper finisher beyond Hardik Pandya in this team. Hardik Pandya is the only finisher. Beyond that, you have nobody. And any successful T20I team today at least have 2, ideally 3. These are things. These are decisions being made by the Indian think tank that I am finding difficult to understand, and I don't know. I mean, so right now the series stands at 2-1. Everything to play for. 2 matches to go. 4th one in Pune, and then the 5th one in Mumbai. Right now, as things stand, every result is possible, and it is really tantalizingly close, because none of the teams have, I think, performed to the level that they would have liked. India is up. That's a good thing, but all to play for. So come Pune, it would be a really, really interesting match. And I'll see you guys again after that match. And until then, guys, do take care of yourselves. Please do subscribe, and please leave your feedback and your opinions in the comment section. I'll really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you.